welcome back to So Fired. I'm Dr. Lindsay Regier.
And I'm Chelsea Toronto.
Today we're deciding, are you the asshole? Okay, here we go. My son got married a few years ago. He lives on the other side of the country than us. 2 years ago, he got married in a beautiful wedding. It was on a Saturday. Our plane was scheduled to leave on a Thursday night. Well, it got delayed and then delayed and then delayed 4 more times. And then it ended up getting canceled due to a storm. And even if we would have driven, we would have missed the whole ceremony. So they missed their son's wedding, okay? And now present day issue, at any times you get into an argument or he wants us to do something, he pulls up the, you missed my wedding card. Yeah. We were we got in the for life. And she said to him, I told him enough was enough. He needs to get over it. He called me a jerk. And my daughter learned about it, and she's on our side, not his side. So I don't know. Am I the asshole for missing the wedding?
Oh, I love this. This feels like eerily reminiscent of my family. Is she the asshole for missing the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that does suck. But, like, how are you... If it's physically impossible for you to get there, then what are you supposed to do? I mean, you should have just still, like, tried to come and, like, get there whenever.
Did she miss the wedding entirely?
She missed the wedding entirely.
Yeah, no, you're an asshole.
You should have at least just tried to come even, like, later in the day after, like, at some point. Just try to show up. But she said that she lives way over in Maine, and all the storms are canceling all the flights. And there wasn't another...
Was there a car?
By the time they would have gotten there cross country, they would have missed the wedding.
So? You should have still been there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you're an asshole.
They FaceTimed them on their wedding day. So...
You know why?
Yeah, you should have just, like, gotten there at any point in time.
Because you know your son. And you knew that your son's not the type of man to be like, no, it's okay, I understand. Your son is the type of man to be like, you missed my wedding. So, of course you were supposed to be there, right? Don't pretend, just get over it. Your son's not one to get over things to begin with. And you knew...
You knew he was a whiny bitch to begin with.
That's right. And you knew he was going to hold this against you for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you're not, like, your endurance isn't long enough to handle this. But, yeah, you fucked up. Well, first you fucked up by creating a bitchy, whiny-ass son who can't just be like, my mom wasn't there, it's not about my mom. Instead, and why are you getting into fights with your adult son?
Yeah, like, what are you guys fighting about?
Ew. I think the whole family might be.
Yeah, I think you might all be assholes.
Yeah. So there you go. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not putting my wife's name on the house deed?
Yes.
Yes,
you are. Why do you want her to be homeless? Fuck you.
Okay. They're not even married yet. Okay. But they're engaged at the moment.
Well, it says my wife.
I know. He said that once they're married, she wants her name on the house deed. And he said he bought this house several years ago. He's owned this house for like 10 years.
So what?
And
what the fuck?
It all happened before he met and dated his fiance. And now that they're getting married, she wants to have her name put on the deed.
Yes.
In our state, whatever we bring to the marriage, we take out. Since I will be bringing the house into the marriage, I can leave it should things not work out. If I put her name on it, then she'll get half. If I sell the house, no way I'll be able to afford anything that's even close to what I have.
I don't even like you. I wouldn't even marry you.
Not to mention her property taxes will be higher. Yeah, I get where she's coming from.
Because when you die, where do you want her to go?
Yeah, like, at least will it to her if you're going to die.
No, it's called putting her on the deed.
I wonder if, I don't know. Sounds like you're afraid to get married to her and that she's going to divorce you. And then, you'll be shit out of luck. Yeah,
you're just more worried about the house. You know what? Don't marry her.
Yeah, you're only planning ahead to when things go sour.
It's not about the house anymore. It's, I don't think you like your lady. Because if you loved your lady, you'd be like, no, let's put your name on now.
Yeah. And you know what you could do? A workaround. You could put her name on the deed, but in the prenup, be like, you don't get the house. If you really are that worried about the house.
Ugh.
But, like, you're scared.
Yeah. You don't really like your lady.
No. Just let her go now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Buy her house as a parting gift.
Yeah, right? Buy her little condo.
Yeah. Okay. My husband and I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and they both go to daycare. The daycare hosts a book fair, and I told my husband when we picked them up today, I want to buy them each a book of their choice. He said, fine. The boys picked out a book. The 3-year-old changed his mind. Then he wanted a different book. He ran into a friend who also had another book that he wanted. So cute. She's like, okay, I'll buy the first book. And then we ended up buying 3 books.
Oh my God.
My husband told my 3-year-old he couldn't buy his second choice, and then told me I couldn't buy it either. I knew it was going to be a meltdown. I didn't want to argue, so I bought the book. And my 3-year-old burst into tears anyways. She's like, I was pissed. I wanted to have a good, happy experience buying books instead of this memory being really traumatic.
Why did he have to be there?
Right? My husband apologized, but he does this shit all the time. Oh, so he's just an asshole.
Oh, yeah. You married an asshole. So who's the... Yeah. Why? What's wrong with buying books?
Yeah, like, books are great. It's not like she's buying iPads, video games.
Those trash toys.
Yeah.
Ones that make a lot of noise. Don't you want your children to...
She's educating them.
Oh, my God.
You should be so grateful that your son even wants more books.
Yeah, right?
Like, what kind of kid is like, well, I want more books. I want more books.
My friend Carrie's.
Yeah.
But yes, rarely.
Yeah. Rarely. Did you have those Scholastic book fairs?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God, that was like the greatest time ever.
It was.
And then when you got your books delivered in a whole big bundle,
Yeah.
and then you got to like put them on your desk, but it's like, but I want to break it out now.
Yes. And stickers. And erasers.
Ugh. I had so many Goosebump books that I purchased.
I didn't get those.
What did you get?
I don't remember.
Oh. Ugh, that was such a good time.
It was a good time.
Yeah, don't ruin book buying, you bitch.
You're such a dick.
Such a dick. Mom, you're fine. Dad, you suck.
What are you going to do about your dick husband in the future is the question.
Sneak books in the house.
Where does it stop? You're just starting with books. You better put him on notice early on, because if he's 3 and you're just getting warmed up, oh God, you're gonna have to ask for permission every time you want to buy him something. Ugh. Oh, do we have
They're
to
too
fight?
Educated.
Oh, what about sports? Are sports off limits too? Oh yeah. It's early and I'm angry, so
You all
I'm gonna take it out on your husband.
Okay. My golden named Trixie. Oh, so cute.
A golden retriever.
Golden retriever. My golden retriever named Trixie and I live near a public park. They have a large public playground that Trixie likes to go on. Due to my work schedule, we either go early in the morning or late at night. Typically, there's not a lot of kids out at that time of the day. I avoid the hours with a lot of kids because I don't want them coming up to Trixie. I'm responsible. Anytime Trixie poops, I pick it up. And she's on verbal command all the time. She's really well behaved.
Oh.
Trixie was... but today, a mom asked me not to have Trixie at the playground. She explained that this place is for kids. It's not for dogs. I've explained to her that there is no signage saying no dogs. And I've looked up municipality codes. And there's nothing saying that dogs are not allowed on playgrounds. I tell her that my dog is allowed to have fun too. I was a touch defensive, but I don't want anyone criticizing Trixie and I. I allowed Trixie to continue playing, as we had only been there for about 5 minutes. The mom gets angry, calls me an asshole and selfish. She says the playground is for kids. I tell her, drop it or go home.
Drop it.
When I was clear I was not leaving, she gathered up her kids and left. Am I the asshole? This mom needs to get a life.
I think you both.
You both need to get a life. Like, just like...
I would have been like, well, what time are you leaving?
I'd be like, I'll be back. Like,
how long do you think you're going to stay? You know what I really wish would happen in this world? Is I wish people wouldn't react the obvious way. Will you get your children out of here? Okay, well, what time do you think you're going to leave? I'll be right back. You know what I mean? Like,
I would love to go to the park when there's kids and be like, are your kids going to leave pretty soon? Because all their noise is disrupting me.
My dog has sensitive ears.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think you both are kind of in the wrong. Like, maybe you could just take Trixie to a different side of the park or playground. Like,
did Trixie need to be on, like, the seesaw?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Down the slide?
Yeah. I took Layla up on the playground yesterday morning, and she got to the slide, and she's like, mm-mm, mm-mm. And then she tried to fit through, like, a little narrow part, and she got her head in, and she's like, mm-mm. She's too big for the playground.
So that problem wouldn't apply to you.
No.
And are we just
Clever.
talking like the grass part?
Yeah.
Or like actually on the playground, like play set?
Yeah, because like being on the play set with the kids, you are being an asshole because like,
I wish you could
come back
clarify.
later.
Yeah.
Come back later.
Like,
the
are you
kids
on the wood
gone.
chips
Right.
surrounding? And what's Trixie doing? Is Trixie playing with the kids? Obviously, there's something wrong with your dog because if Trixie was cute, the kids would want to play with your dog.
That's so true.
Right?
Trixie must not be cute.
Trixie is gross because I know with my dogs, children come running across the street to say hi to my dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, can I pet your dog? And like, I'm late for work because people are petting my dog. And they wouldn't have a problem if my dog was on the playground. They like choke hold one of them and like take her down the slide. So it's really your dog is the problem. Get a cuter dog, you'll be fine.
I think the first time ever, the dog's actually the asshole.
Yeah. First time live. I'm so fired. Nobody's immune.
Yeah, well, I think we really solved everyone's issue today and got everyone squared away with are you the asshole or not. So we'll be back next week. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel so you never miss an episode, and also subscribe on Apple and Spotify for our twice weekly podcast. Okay, bye.
Bye.